So you just watched a video about comparing two rectangles looking at scale factor. So we knew that the number that we multiplied the side lengths by had to be the same for all of them. And then we also looked at comparing rectangles by looking at the ratio of adjacent sides. So comparing those two numbers, if the ratios were equal, if they were equivalent, and we could write a proportion, then we knew that those two rectangles were similar. That worked for the rectangles because all of the angles in a rectangle are 90 degrees. When identifying similar figures, you need to compare more than just the side lengths because you also have to look at the angles. So when we specifically look at triangles, you have to compare angle measures and the ratios to find similar triangles. Okay, so this is very important to know. So please take a moment to write this in your notebook. Again, when identifying similar figures, you need to compare more than just the side lengths. When looking at triangles, you must compare angle measures and side length ratios to find similar triangles. The reason we didn't look at angle measures in that last one was because of the fact that we had all rectangles and we knew that they were 90 degrees. So before we get into the next part, I want you to think about which triangle is not similar to the other three from the ones that I'm going to show you here. And I really want you to take a minute to look at them and pause the video if need be before you answer and before you move on. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that if the ratios of the side lengths were all the same, there is something else here, even without looking at any side lengths, that we could use in order to figure out which one is not similar. And again, I'd like you to take a moment to pause this before you move on and try to answer the question yourself. So I hope that you had a minute to take a look at it. And what you'll see here is that triangles A, B, and C have all the same angles, okay? The angle measures are 40, 57, and 83 degrees. Now you can see on all of them there is one that's missing, but there is something that you should remember about triangles, and that is that the angle measures of triangles always have to add up to that 180 degrees. So that's what we're looking at here. So because triangle D has different angle measures, you'll see that right off the bat we've got 40 and 67. So right away that 67 can't work. And then if you do the math, you'll find the other one is 73. So therefore triangle D is not similar to the other three triangles. So even without looking at ratios here or looking at scale factor, we know just by the angle measures which one is not similar.